Alright, today we're dividing polynomials. Okay, you're supposed to find each quotient. Alright, if you have 2x squared plus 16x divided by 2x. Now, here's the easiest way of doing it. Okay, is splitting everything up. You have 2x squared. Okay, you divide that by 2x. Okay, plus you have 16x, divide that by 2x. So, pretty much all you're doing, okay, is dividing each term by 2x. What can I cancel out? So all that's left is x. What can I take out of 16x and 2x? 8 and 1, right? And can I take x out? Yep. So what's left? X plus 8. Alright, let's do this one. B squared plus 12b minus 14 divided by 3b. We have b squared divided by 3b, 12b divided by 3b, and we have 14 divided by 3b. B squared and b, we can get rid of one of the b's. Here we're left with b over 3. Here we can get rid of 3b. Alright, we're left with 1. Get rid of 3b here, you're left with 4. Here, can you do anything to 14 over 3b? No. So, minus 14 over 3b. Alright, let's do h squared plus 9h plus 18 divided by a binomial, which is h plus x. Okay? Before we were dividing by monomials, this is going to be dividing by binomials. Monomials have one term, like 2x. And this is a binomial because it has two terms, h plus x. H is one term, 6 is one term, right? Alright, so what we do here, okay, what I would do is I would factor h squared plus 9h plus 18. What adds to give me 9, multiplies to give me 18? 6 and 3. So h plus 6 times h plus 3. Okay, usually you can look here, okay, that's going to be one of the terms. Okay, not always, but usually. So we have h plus 6 times h plus 3 divided by h plus 6. H plus 6 is canceled. I am left with h plus 3. Okay, write this down. Go ahead and work it on your own. See what you get. Factor the numerator. Okay, negative 2b, so we need to find what adds is going to be negative 2, multiplies is going to be negative 15. I'm going to say b minus 5 and b plus 3. My answer is b minus 5. Is that what you guys got? Alright, now it gets a little bit harder. Sometimes there's not a common factor, just something you can factor out. So instead what we're going to do is use long division. Okay, so you write this down, y squared plus 4y plus 12 divided by y plus 3. If you look, could we factor y squared plus 4y plus 12? Okay, what would add to give me 4 and multiply to give me 12? Nope, because they're both positive, so you can't subtract. Okay, is there anything that factors there? No. So instead, okay, that's why we use long division. Y squared plus 4y plus 12, okay, draw it under the division sign, and we do y plus 3 to the outside. Now, so let's look at, okay, y squared plus 4y. What would I need to times y plus 3 by to get y squared? What? Okay, how many times, like y plus 3, we need to see if how many times, like what it goes in the y squared plus 4y. What can we times that by to get it to go into y squared? I'm going to try y. What's y times y? Y squared. What is 3 times y? 3y, right? Then you subtract. So our y's would cancel. What is 4y minus 3y? 1y. Okay. We drop down to 12. Okay. So, can we do anything else? What could we times it by? 4, but then you'd have 4y. How do you do y minus 4y? Can't do that, can you? But how about 1? Does it go into it one time? All right, y's would cancel. What's 12 minus 3? 9. Okay. That's our remainder. Okay. So here's what we write. We write y plus 1 plus a remainder of 9 over y plus 3. There's your answer. Because does 9 go into does y plus 3 go into 9?
Will it ever come out even?
Sometimes. But since it doesn't, okay, 9 just over y plus 3. Okay. All right, let's do this one. Okay, 3x squared plus 9x minus 15. All right, can't factor it. All right, so x plus 5. We need to see how many times it goes into 3x squared plus 9x. What could I times it by?
2.
Okay, we want to make x 3x. So what would we times it by? 3x, right? Because we'll make x squared. Right? So what is 3x times x plus 5? 3x squared plus 15x. Yeah.
I thought it couldn't be higher than that. Yeah.
You can times by, you can have like, I'll show you here in a second. We'll do it. Okay. So we subtract them. These are canceled. This is what, negative 6x? Minus 15. Okay. So what could I do to x plus 5 to make it negative 6x?
Negative 1.
Well, we need to get rid of negative 6, right? Negative 6x. So what can I times it by? What can I times x by? Maybe negative 6. What is negative 6 times x? Negative 6x. What is negative 6 times 5? Okay, now we're subtracting them, right? So these are going to cancel, right? No, this is negative 15 plus 30. So 15. So there's our remainder. So 3x minus 6 plus 15 over x plus 5. I write x plus 5 here on bottom because that's what you do if you had a remainder with just regular numbers, right? Let's say 29 divided by 3. How many times is 29? 3 going to 29? 9, right? 2 is my remainder. So how do I write that as a fraction? 2 over 3, right? Isn't that what you learned back in 4th grade? Yeah. Okay, so that's why you write x plus 5 on the bottom there.
Why did you circle 3x minus 6?
Because that's part of the answer. 3x minus 6 plus 15 over x plus 5. The 15 over x plus 5 is just a remainder. 3x minus 6 is how many times x plus 5 goes into 3x squared plus 9x minus 15. Alright, let's do one more like this. What do I need times n minus 2 by to get n squared plus 6n? Not n squared. No. If you look, this is n squared, right? So I need to make this n squared. What do I times n by to make it n squared? N. Okay, we subtract. So these are canceled. Here you're going to actually add because you have two negatives. 6 plus 2 is 8n, right? So what do we have 8n plus 2 down here. What do we need times n minus 2 by? Positive or negative 8? Positive 8, right? If you made it negative 8, right, you'd have that. We don't want that. We just want to do positive 8, right? So n plus 8. What is 8 times n minus 2? 8n minus 16. Right? Those would cancel each other out. Those would become positive. What is 2 plus 16? Okay, that's my remainder, right? N minus 2. There's my answer. N plus 8 plus 18 over n minus 2. Okay. Any questions? All right, so let's do this one. Okay, and I wrote this wrong. This should be c minus 1. All right, so c cubed. Now we need to have all the powers listed, so we're going to have a 0 c squared. All right, you can't skip a power. Okay, I'll show you why here in a little bit. So we have c minus 1. What do we need to make c minus 1 to get rid of c cubed? C squared, right? So c cubed, right? And then minus c squared here, okay? Which we have a minus and a minus. That's going to make it plus. So we're left with c squared here because that becomes positive, right? All right, so we drop the 5c down. What do we need to times this by? So we have c squared minus c. All right, we're subtracting them. Okay, that would cancel each other out. That would become positive. So we have 6c minus 6. All right, what do I need to times it by now? About 6, right? What's 6 times c minus 1? Minus 6, right? They cancel each other out, don't they? So there's no remainder. Shane, there's one where you have no remainder, and there's your answer. All right, here's your homework.